Hello and welcome to another episode of Roar Time, right here with this guy, Director of Operations, Head Coach Jason Gibson. I'm Eric Fowler out here in the streets, Dr. Love in the jungle. Coach, talk to me, man. I mean, I'm just kind of speechless, but we'll get there. But today's episode of Roar Time is brought to you by who, Coach?
Dr. Jay Broadwin, he's always got your back.
Yes.
USAA, proud supporter of Fort Benning and our military soldiers throughout the season in support of the Columbus Lions. Midas of Columbus, always the Midas touch.
Always a touch.
And our new guys, Muscle Maker Grill. I tell you what, Muscle Maker Grill is a great place off of Fort Benning. Healthy food, protein shakes, they feed our players, they keep us where we need to be. They will deliver to your house.
Delivery service.
You can get 5 meals for $34, 10 meals for $54. Delivered to your house.
Wow.
And it is phenomenal. Check it out, Muscle Maker Grill. Great new sponsor of ours. Great guys out there. Feeder of the Lions, man. It's pretty good, man. I order it and you come home, it's ready to go, put it in the microwave, and it's healthy stuff. And it's teriyakis and chickens, and it's good.
Coach, that just kind of says to who we are. We're getting more. There's a trend going on right now in Lion Nation. We've got sponsors coming out the woodworks.
Yeah, and they're good people.
Yeah,
they're good sponsors.
absolutely.
And it's good, man, I don't know whoever thought that place up. It's good stuff. Those guys down there are awesome. So anyway, so that's today's show.
Fantastic. Coach, glad to have these people continuing to be involved. But let's talk some football. Didn't have the best outcome as we had hoped on the road. This was our first road trip. And let's talk a little football, Coach.
Well, I mean, going to Mass, I knew it was going to be a first road trip, plus it was a flight.
Yeah.
Kind of a trains, planes, automobiles thing. We got delayed on the tarmac, and we sat on the tarmac in Atlanta for 2.5 hours.
Oh, my.
Because somebody was in the wrong seat, and they couldn't figure out who it was. So they had to take everybody off the plane.
On the tarmac.
On the tarmac, get everybody back on the plane, reassign all the seats. I mean, it was a small detail that kind of adds up. So by the time we got there late, I mean, we didn't get to Massachusetts till over midnight.
Good grief.
Got up and played the next day, but we came out of the gate strong. We came out strong. We came out early. I think the first drive we had the ball almost 12 minutes, which is not typical of arena football. And Quavon Hicks I wanted to establish Hicks early, and he did.
Yeah, he did. He's back.
Yeah, he's back. He's a problem. Establish him early. We had a couple defensive stops, and we played well. We played really well in the first half, especially defensively. And I think the score was 23-15 going into halftime.
Wow.
And it was a good crowd, good arena. They tried early. Mass has got a lot of spunky guys that like to do a little extracurricular after the play.
Okay.
Those northern guys, and I'm a northern guy, so I get it. It's nothing disrespectful. Where I used to be a northern guy.
Yeah, he's a southern guy now.
So, they're trying a little chippy things, this and that. But I can tell you one thing that I like about my team this year, and we've had it in the past, but especially this Lions team right now. You can go in for the extracurricular activities. You can try to be tough.
Yeah.
I promise you, there ain't a tougher team in the league than my guys.
Absolutely.
I don't want to see none of my guys in the back alley.
That's right.
And they tried early, it was unsuccessful. You're not trust me. Don't try to push Quavon Hicks.
Not happening.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
But they tried early. We had a good first half, and we're going to halftime. And going into halftime, I felt good because the defense was playing so well. And we had scored, I think, almost every possession. We'd scored 4 out of 5 possessions, and we finished the half with a pick and a field goal that kind of put us up 8 points.
Okay.
And I felt that was the difference. They had a rookie clock operator up there, so every time you turn around, they had to keep adding time on the clock. He was just letting the clock run no matter what. Anytime. I mean,
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a little weird, but it wasn't a huge outcome in the game. May helped us towards the end. You never know. That's what's great about arena football. You never know when those extra seconds matter.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
But that was the first half. We go into halftime, and we didn't have to make too many adjustments because everything we prepared for, they were doing. Mm-hmm. We knew, and we were doing a good job stopping it.
Now, Mass was a team, I believe, that had already beaten Jacksonville.
Right.
As far as what we might consider rivalry, because this is a new team to the league.
Right.
Do you kind of foresee this being that kind of matchup between us and Mass?
I mean, I think you want every game. I think if you relate it to an NFL game, everybody wants to watch the Cowboys and the Redskins.
There you go.
Or Chiefs and the Broncos, or Packers and Bears, and or Auburn, Alabama, or Georgia, Florida. I mean, all these different rivalries. You want to have them. Do I look at it and go, oh my gosh, I hate these guys, I got to win? No.
No. Not that kind of party.
No, but they're first class organization. They got a good owner, and they got good players.
Yeah,
they got good players.
Yeah.
It's good for the league. It's definitely a good team. Definitely a good team. I mean, it's a playoff team without a doubt.
Okay.
We're all going to see each other again, and we know how that's going to turn.
Exactly. There you go. They've got to come here.
Yeah.
Got to come to the jungle.
Yeah. So we go there again, but it was weird. Just first half was going all the way, and then we come out of halftime and things changed.
So let's talk about some areas of where some process improvement has to take place for us. We talked earlier off air the fact that there were some critical scenarios that played in part to a not so pleasurable outcome.
Yeah.
So let's kind of touch on that.
Well, we came out of the second half and went right down the field and scored. So when you're watching an arena game, you always try to figure out a way to get the possession at the end of the second quarter. So you score, and you get the ball back, and you score again. So that's 2 possessions. And we did it. We kicked the field goal. We came right out, went down and scored. It's 30-15. They come out next drive, they throw a pick. I'm thinking this game is over. I mean, really. We drive down the field, and it's a third down play, and then Fortson fumbles the ball. It was a questionable call, but it was close enough to where I can't argue it.
Yeah.
And so Fortson fumbles it inside the 10. We were getting ready to go in and score. Probably would have ended the game. But we fumbled it in momentum, and I tell my guys all the time that belief or the feeling that you're still in it is a hard thing to overcome.
That's right.
They go down and score, and then the next series they stop us on 4th down. They go down and score again, and they tie it up. Now the place is going nuts. Fans are going nuts, and everybody's like, wow, we can really play with the Lions, because, and
in their mind, now it's a game.
Now it's a game, and it was a game.
Yeah.
And now we're sitting there going, well, come on. And so it was 30-30, and then we're down inside the red zone again, and we throw a pick.
Wow.
First pick all season, first pick in 9 games. And it wasn't even a true interception. We were actually running a shovel pass to the fullback, and the D lineman just happened to be in the way and was intercepted by a defensive lineman.
Oh, wow.
So they pick it off, they go down and score. Now they're up 37-30, and the place is going nuts. And, they're playing a little bit harder because but we get the ball in 3 plays, 40 seconds, touchdown to game's time.
Wow.
Just like that.
Wow. Intense.
Yeah, it was. But then they get the ball back. They burned all the clock out, and then they converted 2 big, huge we had them twice on 4th and 13 or something, and they made a good play. But they catch the ball 5 seconds left, going over the wall, and they win 44-37. But, at the end of the day, the defense played great. You're never going to win an arena game scoring 37 points.
No.
Offense,
No.
We just didn't. It's weird. You look at the numbers. If you look at the stats, we threw for almost 260 yards, 5 touchdowns. He was 25 of 32. He only missed 7 passes all game.
Yeah.
Defensively, we played great. The numbers. You look at all the stats. There's no way that we only scored 37 points. But we did not convert the big plays that we needed to. But that's how it turned out, and then it was a long
way back,
yeah, long way back.
Well, Lion Nation, you've heard it right here from head coach Jason Gibson. This is our first loss, hopefully our last. Hopefully our last. We've got some process improvement, some activity that we need to pick up on, obviously, in training this week, Coach, and making preparations for our next home game, which happens to be this Saturday.
Carolina Cobras.
Carolina Cobras coming to town,
First place on the line.
Yeah. So we definitely want to make certain that Lion Nation is out, alive, and well, and coming back into the jungle and making certain that we root our team on to victory with yet another new face in the league, Carolina Cobras.
Yeah, good team.
Yeah.
Good team.
Hold to your seats. We'll be right back with more Lion Nation Roar Time right here at CTV Beam. We're going to get more into some football with this guy right here, the man of the hour, Jason Gibson. Be right back at you.
USAA gives me the peace of mind and the security just like the Marines did. At one point I did change to a different company with car insurance and I was not happy with the customer service. We have switched back over and we feel like we're back home now. We're the Williams family and we're USAA members for life.
You're gonna do great.
Thanks, Dad.
Break a leg.
Affleck?
Not that kind of break.
Oh! That had to hurt. Affleck?
Not that kind of hurt. Yeah, Affleck paid us cash in just one day to help with our car payments and mortgage.
Affleck!
Perfect timing! See how Affleck helps cover everyday expenses at Affleck.com.
Welcome back to Roar Time. We were just leaving the first segment of our show. We were talking about the outcome of a very unfortunate situation for the Lion Nation. But hey, we're getting geared up for this weekend's game against the Carolina Cobras. But Coach, before we do that, we've got some very special people to acknowledge.
Oh, yeah, always. You notice I love doing this. Let's talk about Jordan's Girls Gourmet Dogs,
Yes.
Located down on the 8th Street of Veterans Parkway, open Monday through Friday. I love that place. Go down there. They got all the hot dogs are listed by colleges.
Yes.
It's phenomenal. Sprague Supply sponsors the Lions Catch of the Game each week on CTV Bean. There's 3 locations in Columbus, Alexander Street, Phoenix City, and Auburn, and in Auburn on Opelika Road. Motor Acceptance Corporation. Lower your interest rates, lower your payments, and get up to $1,000 in cash in Motor Acceptance Corp. in Columbus, Georgia. Just call 1-800-NEW-RATE. And Air Force Reserve Recruiting, sponsors of Pass the Pigskin and Defensive Player of the Game. They do a lot of stuff with Fort Benning soldiers, and they were a huge sponsor on Military Appreciation Night. We've got some more we'll talk about later, but just great sponsors, and I love those guys, and great people.
Absolutely. Lion Nation, please continue to support our sponsors. You know, it's phenomenal that we have this level of excitement right here in our communities, this Tri-City area. We're talking Columbus, Phoenix City, Ladonia, Auburn, Alabama. They're all reaches and beyond. Eufaula, we got people in Noonan support Lion Nation. We've even got people coming from Atlanta to support Lion Nation. So why won't you get involved and help support? And even if you want to become a sponsor, there's opportunity for you to be involved on that level. Coach, let's talk a little bit about the updates on our injury reserve. I call them our sick and shut-in list.
Yeah, definitely. So we came out of the game pretty healthy. We had a couple dings up. Deron Neal, I had a little issue with his foot, but he's good to go. Larry Edwards, they had a chance to go to Houston Clinic, who's our sports provider and takes care of all our players.
Yes, love you there, Houston.
And Dr. Garinger, and so they went and saw Larry. Larry's just getting a little older.
Okay.
But he's fine. Jeremy Schomburger, who's been on IR the whole year. The center out of Temple actually has knee scoped. He's been cleared.
Okay.
So in 2 weeks he'll be back to be able to compete for a job, and that'll maybe upgrade us on the O-line a little bit. But Ronnie Barrow's playing great right now.
That's awesome.
At center. So that's going to be tough. That's going to be a good battle to have. But Ronnie's playing phenomenal. But Jeremy's coming back. Mason's got a little stiffness in his elbow.
Okay.
But they're rehabbing that out with our trainer Mackenzie Wakefield. So from a health standpoint, we're doing pretty good, but it's still early.
Yeah.
I mean, I told the players, we got 14 weeks left, man.
Yeah. We got to
get out the Knicks. I feel like I've been doing it forever already, and we just started. So, because we're going to play this week and next week, and then we got another bye because of Memorial Weekend, because it's a league-wide bye. So
league-wide.
In 5 weeks, we've had 3 byes.
That's interesting.
It's tough, too.
It is.
But then you go on a stretch to where it's 8 straight games. So we'll see what happens. But from injury standpoint, we're good to go.
Good deal. Glad to hear about the updates on our injury report, Coach. So we started talking about some adjustments that we need to make. Obviously, with the outcome of the last game, there were obviously some very pinnacle scenarios that just didn't swing in our way. And granted, while we're always excelling for perfect, that definition is always hard to attain. But as we talk about adjustments, where do you see some major scenarios in terms of where we need to be making some process improvement?
Oh, wow. Without giving it away.
There you go.
But it's not hard. I mean, we got to do some things on offense a little different.
Okay.
I can't really explain what we're going to do, but you know, as what I've planned to do as a coach is we try to figure out what we have on offense every year. Every year is a different year. I may have a certain philosophy on what we do offensively, but it's dictated by the players that we have and what we can and can't do.
Yeah.
So, and when I say that, I mean offensive line. How well do we protect? What do we protect well? Are we a three-step team, or are we a five-step team? Can we get the ball downfield? Do we need to screen it up? Are we a possession team, or are we a one-strike team? Every year it's different depending on what team we have.
Yeah.
Based upon the players that we have.
Playing to the personnel.
Right.
You have, yeah.
Defensively is defensively. I mean, we're as good as anybody in the league.
That's right.
And nobody, I mean, even the fans in Massachusetts, which they were great. The fans in Mass were great. I had a great time with you guys. Anybody watching, enjoyed meeting a lot of you. Great people. There's a lot of good kids there.
Yeah.
But even the fans were like, Coach, that's the best defense we've seen. I mean, they were even pulling me aside. So I know we play defense. And we've always played defense in Columbus.
We have.
Always. That's what we do. Because we're going to be in every game.
No doubt.
But offensively, we're not at the point to where we're at 70 and 80 point offensive team.
Okay.
Some of that's on me a little bit because I try to protect them. There's a reason why we don't throw picks. Because it's how we move the game. There's a reason we don't give up ever 70 points. Because you're never going to have the ball enough to have 70-point possessions anyway.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's some things that I'm going to do on offense that we're going to kind of tweak based upon what we have. And that's all I can say without giving the secret out.
Never giving the secret weapon away. Never. Coach, I just got to ask this question because it's been kind of heavy on my chest. You're the field general. Has there ever been a time that there may have been some calls that when you look back over the game plan that you may have initially gone in with, and there have been some pinnacle calls that you yourself may have made as a field general, that you would probably regret?
Oh, I'm never wrong.
That was quick.
Next question.
That was quick.
No.
That was quick, Coach. Quick response.
Honestly, the interception we threw was all me.
Really?
It was a terrible call.
Okay.
Terrible call. I knew it. It's like one of those things you're watching in slow motion. You're like, no, but you can't stop it. Like I'm sitting there getting ready to call timeout, but I didn't want to burn my timeout, and I'm thinking, I don't know about this. And sure enough, I had kind of gone to the well one too many times, and it was just it was a really bad call.
Well, I like your transparency.
I mean, you know what? It happens, and honestly, that second half probably, is not something I want to. That Massachusetts game is not something I'm going to show on my resume highlight film.
Gotcha, Coach.
So
didn't mean to put you on the spot, but
no, it's a good question.
Okay.
I hand humble pie to the players a lot, and I don't mind eating it myself.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't one of my better games. And I even told the players, even after the game, I was just exhausted.
Yeah.
It was one of those times where I was just exhausted, and I'd fought through it the whole way through, but I'm not sure if it was my best game. So there's some things that I got to do. Good question. Way to put me on the spot, make me feel bad.
Hey,
all right,
Coach,
next segment.
that's what we do here in Lion Nation. We love that he's a humble guy, a humble general out here in Lion Nation, and I think that just kind of goes to the fact that you're superhuman, but hey, stuff happens.
Yeah, it was bad. So
hey, sorry, Coach.
It's all right though. I'll fix it.
That's right. It'll be fixed.
It'll be fixed.
Lion Nation, hold to your seats. We'll be right back with more Roar Time right here with head coach, Director of Operations, Jason Gibson, the humble guy here in the South. From the North, we'll be right back at you.
Thanks, Dr. J. My back feels so much better. Now tell me where I can go for my headaches.
Really? You don't need to go anywhere else. That's what we do.
Well, what about my shoulder?
That's what we do.
Pinched nerve?
That's what we do.
Well, what about disc problems?
That's what we do.
Sciatica?
With almost 500,000 patient visits over the last 34 years, don't just take my word for it. Ask a friend.
Call Dr. J. Broadwin and Associates today.
Collision Surgeons of Columbus, now at our new location at 5050 Warm Springs Road Connector. We've teamed up with JP Auto Care to create a one-stop shop for your collision and mechanical needs. Don't go into cardiac arrest. Come by Collision Surgeons at 5050 Warm Springs Road Connector.
Welcome back to Roar Time. I'm that mere voice in the wind, the host of this show. Eric Fowler out here in these streets, but Dr. Love, and don't you forget it, out in the jungle, I've got my main man, Dr. Jason Gibson, humble pie guy. We're back, Coach, and now we're talking about some more sponsors to talk about here in Lion Nation.
Yeah.
Let's do it, Coach.
Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall off the ribs, hearty hand-cut steaks, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas.
Yes, sir.
The Overby Company and Shredaway. They've been a long-time sponsor of the Lions. Shredaway documents and storage. Protect your business the best way. Obviously, Midas of Columbus, the Midas Touch. They're our player of the game. We're going to talk about them here in a few. Players Restaurant and Billiards, and local bar and grill. Each home game fans can cast their ballots at the Lions Fan Center to win a lunch at Players on 54th Street or dinner at Locals on Somerville Road with their favorite Lion players.
Yes.
At the Lions home opener, Sabrina Copeland of Columbus was selected as the first winner of the season and chose kicker Lindsey Wolf to have lunch with at Players in a week or so. You can enter to win at every home games. So both those are great places to be. Locals is right there on Somerville Road.
Yes.
That's near my house, and Players is great. I used to love going there playing pool, and had a great buffet.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good little hideout.
Good atmosphere.
Good atmosphere.
Yes,
so I love both those places.
Absolutely. Sponsors, once again, we thank you for all that you do here in Lion Nation. So, Coach, as we begin to look at this weekend's game against the Carolina Cobras, what are they bringing to the table?
Experience.
Okay.
I mean, they're veteran guys. They've been together, I think, even since the Nashville days, the majority of them. They got good players. So when you got guys that know what they're doing, that get the game, it's easy to coach.
Gotcha.
So, they just got some really good players, and their quarterback, McCullum's, as a vet, gets rid of the ball quick. He knows when to throw it away. He doesn't take sacks. Things like that. So, that's the bad news for us is they got some just a lot of really good vet players. Barnett's as good as a receiver in the league. I really like him a lot. I like him a lot as a player. They still got Jordan Jolly. They just got some good players.
Good deal.
The coaching staff down there does a good job, but that offense that they have, it keeps them in. Put them in every game because they score some points.
Okay.
They can score some points, and offensively, that's what they do, and they're really good at it. Exceptionally good at it. So you got to respect it. I like that about them. Coach Back gets those guys rolling, and you score points in this league. You be in every game, and they're doing a good job of it. They're doing a really good job of it right now.
Hold on. My phone's ringing. Let me catch this, Coach. It's Larry Edwards, Coach. Hey, what's up, Larry? Oh, you said Cobra meat? Oh, okay. Lions, let's eat? Larry, okay. Lion Nation, I'm sorry, I've got Larry Edwards on the phone. He just said, Carolina Cobras, welcome to Columbus. But he also wanted me to give a reminder, Lions, let's eat. Cobra meat, okay. Thank you, Larry. Take care, buddy. Sorry, Coach, I had to catch that real quick,
Anytime Larry calls.
Yeah, Larry got it. Hey, he's got it on the bat.
It'll be a good matchup. It'll be a great matchup to find out. I would say it'd be the best offense we're going to face all year.
Okay.
Masters is pretty good, but Carolina's offense will push you to the limits. So definitely, without a doubt, and it'll be a great offense for them versus a great defense from us. And I think that's the key matchup this week going in.
Well, I have no doubts. And this Mother's Day weekend, what a great time for you to bring Mom out and give her a pre-Mother's Day gift.
What mom in the South doesn't love football?
Come on, exactly. It just goes.
My mother-in-law loves football. That's right, Renee. I'm talking about you.
Hey, Renee. Be a good opportunity for you to bring your mom out. Have a great time in Lion Nation. Coach will be there. I'll be there running my mouth as I like to do in Lion Nation. We want you to come out and support the event. Carolina Cobras, come on in here in the jungle and get some of this. Glad to have you part of the NAL. So, Coach, let's talk a little bit about community. We could never be remiss if we did not talk about what the Lions do out here in the community.
We got a lot going on this game, so I'm excited. We're doing another fundraiser with Harris County Youth Soccer. There was a young gentleman that was actually injured in a soccer game that we're trying to help raise money for him and his family, but also for Harris County Youth Soccer. We had a huge success with Smith Station Youth Soccer. We were able to write them back a check.
Beautiful.
We had a huge success courtesy of USAA with Wounded Warrior on Fort Benning, and we did with Columbus Youth Soccer. But Harris County's coming in this week, and we're also supporting the Boy Scouts of America tonight. Or, sorry, not tonight, but game night on Saturday night. And a lot of the proceeds are going back to them. So after this week, we've already done almost over $10,000 that we've written back to the community in checks.
That is phenomenal. For
this year. And we've never done that before, and that's good. And hopefully every year we can increase that. Ideally what we want to do is go out there to Smith Station, I live in Smith Station, kind of. Go out to Harris County Youth Soccer, go out to the Boy Scouts and take them a check and continue to support them as people support us.
Yes.
As what turns it in is, businesses are supporting us, we're supporting the businesses, we're supporting the local youth. Those businesses are supporting, everybody in this town supports everybody. We're all exchanging money.
That's it.
For each other, and it's perfect. That's why this is a great place to be. That's why I love this place. But that's what's going on in this game. Be there 6 o'clock. And I got to tell fans, we got a new Lions Walk.
New one.
This week.
Okay.
So we will not be inside. We will be outside at the tailgate this week. What we're going to start doing is pretty cool. We're going to start doing the Lions Walk outside in the tailgating area. We got bouncy houses and games. We got music. But also each week we're going to pick a lucky tailgater, and they're going to do the pregame speech for the players outside instead of me.
That is huge.
So we've already got somebody picked for this week. So I'm interested to see how they're going to pump up the players. That starts at 5:50.
Okay.
And it's going on our website. We're also putting it out. So we're looking forward to that. So that's what we got going on this week. It'll be a great game. A lot of activities going on. It's a Saturday night against Carolina Cobras. Gates open at 6 p.m. Lions Walk 5:50.
Fantastic. Coach, that is phenomenal. Glad to see these kind of adjustments being made. And the fact that we get the fans involved in the Lions Walk, that is huge. We'll make certain we're there. We'll make certain we're doing what we need to do. Coach, we've got a question. This is a new part of the show. We've got a question from one of our fans.
Yeah, from now on during the show, after, if you have a question, you can email me at jason@columbuslions.net, or you can send the question on the Lions Facebook page, which is Columbus Lions. Send us your question. We'll pick one or two. We'll read it on the air, and hopefully I can answer it. So what we got today?
Well, Coach, we've got a question that comes from a gentleman by the name of George Sneed from Auburn.
Okay.
Interesting.
Hey, George.
George, how's it going? Welcome to Lion Nation. We appreciate your question. He says, where do you see Jeremy Johnson's role with the Lions? Obviously, he is a War Eagle fan.
Yeah, definitely. Good question, George. I appreciate it. Jeremy's an exceptional player. Jeremy can do anything. He's been running scout wide receiver and killing people in practice. He's begging me to play some receiver. You may see that. Yeah, the good problem I have is and I've done this for a while, so I don't have to sugarcoat it or whatever. I've got the two best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
Hands down.
I do.
Yeah.
Jeremy's good. But what's crazy is Mason is that good right now. He's playing well. And Jeremy's playing well. So you can't play both of them. So we got to figure out what to do. And I see Jeremy's role. Jeremy's a pure football player, George. He loves to play football. He loves to compete. And you got to have those kind of people on your team. Yeah. And I love his enthusiasm. And I wish I had 24 of them.
Well, the fact of the matter is that he is willing to get outside of his box. And again, putting the team first, beyond that of his own personal interest,
Yeah,
he's a team player.
He wants to.
He wants to compete.
Those guys, it's amazing. You get those guys, and I'm gonna talk about another one too. Is Quavon Hicks, as highly talented as Quavon was, and played at Georgia and blocked for Todd Gurley. He doesn't care if he touches the ball once. Wow. You would think, big time player, big time college. All Quavon wants to do is win. And he'll tell that to your face. He don't care what he has to do, kind of by any means necessary.
That's right.
And I love that. And Jeremy's the same type of player. That's why I love going to practice. That's why with all those things that we have to do behind the cameras that people don't see and people know that we got to do, it makes it worth it to be able to be around men and professionals like Jeremy.
That is well stated, Coach. The fact that these guys are willing to give of themselves first. The sacrifice to come in and all of the accolades that they've had on the collegiate level and some of which you've had on the professional level, and are coming in here and building this chemistry in Lion Nation. I think that speaks very highly of these gentlemen.
Yep.
Very great characteristics and attributes. So, Coach, we're going to go into our next segment. This is the one that I think Lion Nation is always happy to hear about. And these are our superlatives, our players of the game. So, Coach, as we get into this, we'll start with our Midas player of the game. Who's
Mason Espinoza.
Mason Espinoza.
250 yards, 5 touchdowns, over 70% completion. Great game. He played great, but we just turned the ball over a little bit, with the fumble, and the 4th down play should have been pass interference, but you got to live with it and play on.
There you go. Congratulations, Mason, for your acknowledgement of being the Midas player of the game. And then we go, Coach, into the Air Force Reserve defensive play of the game. Coach, who is that guy?
Corey Crawford, Carver High School alumni,
Crawford.
Clemson. Corey had a great game. He was very active on the D-line, had a couple tip passes. He had the quarterback running for his life. It was one of the better games I've seen Corey play, and he's really starting to come into his own, and he's the big-time player that he's been touted to be.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Coach, like that term, touted. Sprague Snapper catch of the game. Coach, who was that guy?
Tristan Purefoy. Listen, don't press him.
Don't do it.
They came out there. We put Tristan in high motion. They come up try to press him. Don't press him, because then he'll be the player. He'll be the Sprague Snapper catch of the game every week.
That's it.
Good job, Tristan.
That's right. Good job, Tristan. Supercharged offensive player of the game, Coach. Who is that guy?
The Q.
The Q.
I just tagged that.
I'm going to use that one.
I'm going to ask him if it's okay to say the Q.
The Q.
If I just say Q.
Okay.
But it's Quavon Hicks out of Georgia, fullback. We started the first drive. Quavon had 2 receiving touchdowns as a fullback.
What?
Yes.
Impressive.
He's a force to be reckoned with, but he is definitely supercharged. He is the epitome of supercharged.
Supercharged. I like it.
I do too.
Coach, Collisions Surgeons hit of the game. Who is that bad man there?
Tyler Stevens laid a lick on a former Lions, London Crawford. He caught him right in the chest on the sidelines. It was a good hit. Everybody acted like it wasn't nothing, but we all saw it.
Yeah, he felt that one.
Definitely. He's definitely the collision surgeon's hit of the game. Make sure if something happens, you go. I'm going to throw a cheesy plug, but
do it, Coach.
You got to go see Cindy out there at Collision Surgeons. They're the best in town. They take care of you, all your stuff with your cars and paints, fixing everything. Cindy's awesome. And I just love everybody out there at Collision Surgeons.
Fantastic. Well, Lion Nation, you have heard it here right from the head guy, Jason Gibson, right here in Lion Nation. Please make certain you get your tickets in advance. This is yet another opportunity to rock the nation in the jungle. Please come on out, support sponsors. We appreciate everything that you do. If you need to get your tickets, make certain that you get in contact with the Lion Nation ticket sales group, or you can check with the Columbus Civic Center for more information. And please make certain you send your questions. Coach, give them that information again, how to get in contact with you.
Just send it to our Facebook page at Columbus Lions on our Facebook page. Send us your questions for the week. We'll pick one, read it on air, and or if you want to also send us some pics from the game.
That's right.
If you tweet it to our Twitter account or send it to our Facebook page, we'll post them on the show.
Absolutely. Lion Nation right here in use of social media. Make certain you get those pictures loaded up. Make certain you get those questions to Coach. We love to be able to entertain and pull your question right here on this show, Roar Time. Coach, anything else you'd like to give to Lion Nation before we let go?
All you moms out there, happy Mother's Day. Hope you have a great day.
Yeah.
Appreciate Happy Mother's Day to my mom down there in Florida. And so, I appreciate everything you did, and I wouldn't be here where I was today if it wasn't for you.
Oh, gosh. Coach is sweet. Coach, we appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Hey, good job. Mom, I love you too down there in Tuskegee. We'll holler at you. Lion Nation, appreciate all that you do. Again, be there in the jungle. Be a part of Lions Walk, 5:50 p.m. on the outside. Let's get this party started. Thank you. Take care.